how are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining me. So I have ordered myself a new pair of sandals, which I'm hoping are going to be my sandals for the summer. I've got them in a neutral colour, and I don't really have that many kind of designer or luxury shoes. I do have a pair of Valentino Rockstars and my Jimmy Choo Bings, which are great for going out to more kind of like fancier events, like in the evenings, girls' night, date night or whatever. But I don't have an everyday kind of designer sandal. So I ordered a pair of HERMES Orans, and I've had my eye on them forever. I feel like so many people have them, especially on Instagram, and they just look great with jeans, with shorts, with dresses, and they're just kind of like a really iconic sandal. So I've ordered myself a pair, and it comes in this beautiful orange kind of iconic box. And then we've got some paper here, and then I've got the little care booklet, which I always find very interesting and amusing, and to me it's not something I really ever keep hold of, so I'm going to pop that over there. So the sandals come wrapped individually in, if I can get the paper up, in really thick kind of cotton dust bags. Let's open them up and let me show you what colour I went for. Here we go. So that's the first one. Let me get the other one out. So these are my new HERMES Oran sandals. Now I couldn't actually, when I looked on the website, find the colour of these, but they're kind of like a creamy beige colour. They're very chic, they're very stylish. I like how this toe isn't like completely round, but it's not also really hot, like a square, like a harsh square. And then you have the hot stamping of the Hermes Paris logo at the bottom. And then this is what the back of the sandal looks like, brand spanking new, never been worn. So I've gone up a size, a whole size in these sandals. I think they come in half sizes as well. And the reason that I've done that is because with my last two pair of kind of luxury shoes, I could have seen that I could have gone up a half a size or a full size, and with sandals I don't like the back of my heel to literally just be on the end just here. I like the sandal to be a little bit longer than my foot. That's my own personal preference, and I think everyone's different. So I am a true size 5, which I think is a EU 38, and I've got these in a 39. Just take this little bit of plastic off, and actually once I've taken that plastic protector off, it's a little bit more of a kind of suede effect on the heel, and this has a little bit more grip to it, so it's kind of like I don't know, like a very thin rubber, so it will help you get some grip when you're walking. I'm really pleased that I've gone for this kind of beigey cream colour. I think it's going to go with like literally everything in my wardrobe because it is a neutral. One thing I was always a little bit worried about the Orans is the fact that I have wide feet, and I wasn't sure whether I'd be able to get my foot in it, but I'm pleasantly surprised. This is definitely a good option if you do have wide feet. You can get this in various different colours and different leathers. So this is Epsom leather. I think this is Epsom leather. I'm not 100% sure, but If you guys know, then let me know. They also do it in a calf skin, which is, it's a smooth leather, and it's because it's smooth, I guess it's going to be a lot softer and therefore not require as much wearing in time. And it comes in, I think, a nappa leather as well, so there's lots of different options. I've also noticed that with the Orans, they do an alternate colour base on this part of the sandal, so you can get it in a brown. I've chosen to go with the base matching the rest of the shoe because I just feel like that looks really, really nice. But I imagine they've got the brown base just in case you do a lot of walking in areas where it's quite dirty. As your foot hits the ground, it will pick up dirt and it can transfer onto the bottom here, and having that darker colour means that it conceals it. So you do have that option if you're worried about, you know, the bottom bits getting grubby. Okay, I've just pulled up the Hermes website on my phone just to do a little bit of QCing. So if we look at the shoe kind of like from the top, the position of the kind of iconic H strap looks very good. And if you look at the cutouts on this, on the top at the bottom cutout is meant to be narrower than it is at the top, which it is. The stitching is also very neat, it's straight, it's tidy. And then if I look how the top part of the leather is glued down to the base of the shoe, it's done very neatly. I can't see any kind of glue stains or excess glue marks. And then if we look at the hot stamping of the Hermes logo into the footbed, it is in the right position, so it's not meant to be right at the back here or down the front. It's kind of like midway in the middle. And if we look at the side profile of the shoe, it's very smooth all the way round, it's level, and you can see that the heel has been joined kind of seamlessly to the bottom of the sandal. And then a really great tip for seeing how well a shoe is made is if you take the shoe and you try to bend it. I'm trying really hard here, I'm applying quite a lot of pressure to the footbed and it's not bending at all. So that base is really sturdy, it's really hard, and it's going to be really durable. If you get a pair of these and you can bend them, like literally get a bend and a dip out of it, then I would say that they're not high quality. So these are really, I'm literally trying to bend it and it's not giving at all. So that to me is a good sign that these are very well made. And with budget non-retail versions, you can always see that the H on here is never as exquisitely made as it is with this one. It can be quite boxy and thick, and the corners are usually all wrong. Sometimes the spacing in between here at the bottom isn't accurate. And I've also seen the leathers that they use, they can be quite thick and chunky, where on the retail version, it's meant to be very thin, very neat, and also just you can see how perfect that shape of the H is. Another thing to look out for on the non-retail versions are how big is the space on the side profile of the shoe. It's meant to be quite narrow and match the kind of width of the H across here. On poorer made ones, the cutout is usually bigger. And then if I look at the logo itself, the letters are perfectly straight, there's good spacing between them, they are clearly printed, and also the logo at the top, which I believe is a man with a horse-drawn carriage, it's really well defined. And then if we look at the back of the shoe, the Hermes should be in capital letters, and the 39 should not be too thick, the letters shouldn't be chunky, they should be quite well defined, which they are here. The Semel Queer should be all in small letters, but the Made in Italy underneath should be in capitals. I am really looking forward to slipping these onto my feet and wearing them out. I do think they are going to need a little bit, maybe a week of me wearing them in around the house, because I think the edging of the H at the top here is probably going to rub a little bit on my feet. But I've heard on kind of reviews and people that have had these Orans that they do that. So the retail versions do that as well. So yeah, I think after a period of transition, they are going to be so comfy to wear out. They're so well made. They're so sturdy. I cannot bend this sandal. And also here, the cushioning is really nice as well. So I think that these are a really great alternative. And as you can see from the try-ons, They go with so many different outfits. They are really versatile, and they're going to be a great staple for this summer. If you want to know where I get my shoes from and some of my bags, then do give me a follow on Instagram and let's chat over there. I have also of late been uploading Instagram reels, which I am really enjoying. So if you want to see close-up detailed kind of views of the shoes and some of my bags, then do give me a follow on there. It really is worth it. And yeah, thanks so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you in my next one. Have a great day, weekend, evening, whatever it is that you're up to, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.